to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, first thing is approval of the June 12th minutes.
You want approval of the agenda, Larry?
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yep.
missed that one.
Yep.
So is there any additions, corrections to the agenda? Okay.
I will move we approve it.
Second. Okay, Tim?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Okay, now it's approval of the June 12th minutes.
They're good. So
Second.
moved.
Okay, any questions on the minutes? Tim?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Now, the June financials, any questions on those? I move we approve them. Second.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Okay, waiver of fees, memorial building from McLean County.
And this is what we've done every fall when they have their,
Yeah, it's their mandatory health training that they require all their employees to go. They will just be downstairs this year versus upstairs with the renovations of the floor.
okay.
And this is in October already, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we do this every year, right?
Yep. So move.
Okay, second. Okay. Questions? Tim?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
It's the safest day in Washburn because there's police cars everywhere.
Okay, then there's a special event permit for the Captain's Cabin. The way it sounds is, I don't know if we need to approve this because it's outside city limits, but it's here, so I will make a motion that we approve it.
I got two different answers, so.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, discussion on it?
So what is it actually?
They're transferring their liquor license out of town.
Yeah,
For-
it's out on 1804, so
Oh.
it's really outside of Washburn's
Yeah.
city limits jurisdiction.
Okay.
I don't know if it needs to come here, but we have it, so,
Okay. Fine with me.
okay, so we have more second, Tim?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Okay. Code of conduct for commission meetings?
Yeah, so we sent that out, kind of handed out physical copies last month,
Mhm.
and not really looking to take, like, action on it tonight, but rather if you guys have any thoughts or anything, additions, corrections, subtractions, all that good stuff, we could discuss that, or kind of just, we just didn't really hear anything like that, so if there's any feedback, okay.
Honestly, I spaced it out.
Yeah.
Didn't look at
Well, I
it.
thought if, we have
I'm
an,
busy.
I was gonna ask you, Keith, after our HR meeting coming up, when is that, Chelsea? In a couple weeks?
Yeah.
Maybe if you had a few minutes, if you had some extra time afterwards, you and I could just briefly go over it and have it prepped for,
Yeah.
or if we wanna get together in an evening or something, whatever works for you. But hopefully by next meeting, we'll at least have the first reading.
Yeah, so for
Okay,
sure.
perfect,
Okay.
yeah, and I will make a note to make sure that I look that over.
Yep, okay, thank you. And just get a hold of Keith or I if you guys got anything that you wanna,
Yeah. Anybody have any questions on anything on that?
okay?
No? Okay. New website discussion.
Okay, so our current, website has been bought out. We currently had GovOffice, there's now a company called Catalyst that has bought them out, and they are jacking up the prices quite high. They're not charging a, fee, I guess, to transfer all the stuff over, but then there is a 6% increase from years 2, 3, and 4 from what the current price would be, so then we did a couple other ones, and then Erica did a couple demos, and looked at a couple different things of stuff that we have looked at, so I'll let her talk about the one that she did a demo that we really like.
Okay, come on. Come on.
So, I think it was way at the end, it was the municipal intact one. I really liked that one. I did a demo with them, and the lady, she was really nice. She explained things nice. There is, like, on the back end of it, there is instructions on how to do some things, and there's a help So like if I can't figure it out, I just click, like, kind of like our software is help, and it'll help me. It is.
It's kind of like that walk you through it,
It'll
or
walk
help
you
try to
through, it'll
figure
help
out.
you figure out what you're trying to figure out, and it just seemed like it was really easy. I was gonna do another demo today, but I never got the confirmation email to sign in, so I never did it.
Okay.
That was the other one that was,
The town web or?
yeah, Town Web, and they did send a quote, and that one was fairly high. The municipal impact one was, cheaper. They also do like Garrison, Max,
That's the one that you like,
Velva,
Erica?
yes.
Okay.
And they sent me a list. I've seen Velva's, like, I just chose a town off the top of my head to look at their website, and that's who they went through. So I went in, asked for a demo, and then, she sent me a list of all the other towns that they have done. Carrington just switched over,
Okay.
but I do really like that one.
This town web looks really expensive.
Yeah.
It's like $3,000.
And then
I think it's more than what
Yeah.
we
And
actually need.
Yeah, and I talked to that guy, and he's like, you know, everybody's switching to us because Callis is so much more expensive, and it's just like, okay, but you're more expensive than they are right now, so I don't get how, unless it's just for bigger cities, you know, that have switched, I don't know. But,
Did you say busted?
Yeah.
So you both really like this, Impact LLC?
Yeah, I just glanced at it, because I wasn't here last week when she did the demo, but, I mean, it seems,
they offer 2 trainings, so like if I were to do one, and she wasn't here, she could do another one, and then afterwards, like if, we have new employees come in that wanna take a course, it's $50 extra, and then they walk through everything.
Will they transfer all the data from
They
our
will-
present one?
As long as our present one is still online.
Oh,
If
okay.
it's not online,
And you can't do it.
then they can, but they have to start from scratch. They have
Oh.
we have to help them build it.
and I don't know how long this was gonna stay up there. We never got a new invoice to pay it, for this new company. We just got the information of what the new contract would be of their $16.95 one-time price and then 6% increase after that. So I don't know how much time we have until they decide to turn it off on the back end, because we haven't paid our annual fee to them,
You should
so
probably do it right away if you like this one.
that's kind of why we're,
So I have a question, this Impact one, so initially it's $1,400 upfront, right, for the transfer, and then it would be, depending upon if
this
we
is the
want,
one that we can do. This is,
well, there's the annual subscription of $605, and then what's that multi-tier, that's
a setup fee.
a setup fee. Isn't that, okay, that would be different than,
Yeah, 'cause that 49 is kinda like the transfers.
okay.
Yeah.
And that setup fee, that's a one-time charge, it says?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that
Just
makes sense.
typical for all websites.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even from like a feature standpoint, those other ones are like a lot. It's a lot, like you
Yeah.
can, with a phone app, mark whose house has too many weeds, you know?
Yeah.
where-
Yeah.
Where in our town, we're like, oh, that's Bob's, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we kinda know, so it's just the
Right.
features are
Mhm.
insane, which obviously they're charging for. Whereas this one that you're talking about looks way
Well,
better for our.
Too, with this municipal impact, there's an alert system, so, those that don't have the app, if they go on our website, they can subscribe, and we can just send out alert, and they can either receive it through email or text message, whatever's going on, like if there's a water break. We can put it on there, and then it alerts them through either text or.
So where does our storage go then on these things? Is there a storage, like the cloud or anything that we put it to, or is it just,
They most likely have their own servers or
Yeah.
third
they have their own
party
servers then? Can we pull information off their servers then if we need to? To bring up a reference to something that happened or whatever?
I'm sure we get all our stuff, but.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, because we would be responsible for then adding on the back end what we want our website to look like,
Yeah.
or change or add or take off that doesn't need to be there. And we need to revamp our current website the way it is anyway, so.
And just a question, it's partially off, but with the Living Local app that we have currently, our primary reason is to inform the citizens. Is there an annual fee or monthly fee for that?
With the Living Local,
Yeah.
currently it's free, because it was paid for by the CARES Act. but that second year will be up, in 2024. And I don't know what their annual fee would be after that, so then that would be a decision that if the city wants to continue on with that or not.
Yeah, just something to consider, because if this would have the
Yes.
same features,
Yep.
then obviously
Yeah.
we wouldn't want to double book it, but yeah.
Can we approve this tonight? For getting it?
We can.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we go with this, particular website.
The impact one.
Yep.
Second.
Further discussion?
Thanks, Erica.
Yeah, thank you, Erica. Kim?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Cool, good. Moving right along. Special Assessment Committee? Chelsea?
I don't, we still only have the one person. I don't know, I guess there's been a couple names thrown around. I've had a couple people ask questions about it, what it entails. Obviously, right now, we have a street project going on, so we would need a committee now to determine how this is going to be special going forward. It'd be a 2-year, a 4-year, and a 6-year term for 3 different people. If there's a project going on, there would be more meetings. If there's not a project going on, then they don't meet. For sure, right now, we would need at least a couple meetings for them to determine if and when, how they want to special it. Obviously, then the public hearing that needs to go to. I think we're going to be crunching deadlines if we're going to try to special it this year, so I don't know that personally it's a good idea.
Evan, you know about
That's-
special assessments, right?
Sure do, yeah.
So you think it would be, you agree with Chelsea on that we're really cutting things tight? Because our project isn't even half done yet, so.
Right, but the annual payment, I mean, if we wait to special assess, then the city might have to pay out of reserves for the first annual payment of that loan, if we wait.
That's true.
I'm gonna have, yeah, well, and I was called today if I have any numbers for the county of what their new specials are gonna be. And of course, I don't have anything, so.
Can we make it a, special assessment where we'd, say partial until we get, what the full assessment would be? Can we do something like that?
I would think not.
So, we don't need a final number, as far as project cost goes. We just need to get through those public meetings. So we need bodies to get through public meetings and approve generally how the project is going to be assessed.
Okay.
So then, by the time the council, or the commission is approving the final assessment roll, probably beginning of mid-October is the latest we'd be able to do that. Then by mid-October, we should have the project complete.
Oh, we should, yeah.
Yes,
So that would still give us time to get it into this
yes. 'Cause
special assessment.
the goal of the special assessment commission is more to decide, generally, how are
How.
we weighting things? How,
Yeah.
what piece of the pie is an average,
Sure.
how.
Who pays what,
Yes,
based on-
exactly.
yeah, okay.
And then the denominator, that total project cost will get determined by the end.
So do you know what date, what's the final date to get that to the county?
Everything has to be certified to the county by November 1st.
Okay.
And they'll probably
So
kill me
seven
if I wait until that date.
So,
Okay.
kind of working backwards, the assessments have to be to the county by November 1st. Residents legally have 10 days to pay off their specials ahead of time before it's sent to the county and accrues interest.
Okay.
So the commission needs to approve that by October 20th, basically.
Oh.
Special Assessment Commission has to have a 30-day notice before their public hearing. And then I think there's
That's in the
two
paper.
weeks between special assessment and the council. So beginning of October, beginning of September, we want a notice. So
Is there just one public hearing?
one public hearing required for Special Assessment Commission, one public hearing required for commission, city
Okay.
commission.
Okay.
Yep. And technically, as far as the number of meetings that the Special Assessment Commission needs to have, there's no required number other than that public hearing. So if we say the city generally has a policy of assessing these this way, we could meet maybe once or twice just to decide on any special
Oh, they won't, yeah.
instances. Yep.
I just tell everybody two at least, so they're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, you don't wanna
Safe
show
number.
funds and call it good, but
Now, if we can't get enough people for this special assessment, then what happens?
I've never had that happen.
We can, the commission can appoint them and just say, hey, we want to appoint these three people. We have one that's interested, but then those two people would have to, give a written notice that they accept it. That's in Century Code.
And we don't have to wait till the next meeting. If people would come forward, we can have a special meeting
Absolutely.
to get it rolling.
And we would do that.
Yep.
Well, that's
Have you-
very informative.
Excuse me, sorry. Have you talked to your city attorney at all as far as, you know, if we only get two, technically that would be?
I guess I
majority?
haven't,
Okay.
yeah.
I haven't run into the system, so I'm not sure if there's any leeway if we can't find three.
We'll find three somehow.
Yeah.
We have some names we've been kind of tossing around.
Right.
Gonna make some phone calls.
In the meantime, would you like me to kind of start working on a draft role for them to work on? And again, get things prepped for when they're ready to go?
I would think so.
I think
Yes,
that'd be
please.
very helpful, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
Sounds
Because we have no continuity of, because the group has run out because there hasn't been any projects, so we don't have any continuity of experience.
Mhm.
And two have passed away,
Oh, okay.
so.
Yeah, that would be really helpful. So, thank you.
Absolutely. Yep.
So, do we want to accept, Brandon as the first member of the Special Assessment Committee?
You know, we can, what I'm trying to determine is that who gets 2, who gets 4, and who gets 6-year term, you know.
Well, would they decide that, or who decide? Well, I suppose they would decide that, right?
I think being that starting over, that you can just appoint them to the two, if I understood. I didn't print do you have that Century Code one that I printed off? I don't think I printed mine. You can appoint one to a 2, a 4, and a 6.
And we could ask them
Yeah.
what they want.
Yeah.
Or then they draw 6, and,
Yeah, or we could draw lots.
I don't know.
But I think we need to start, and we'll get Buddy on there.
Yep.
So I'll motion that we, Buddy, or Brandon Lazier will be our first,
I'll second.
member of the, Special Assessment Committee. We have a second? Any questions, comments? Tim?
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
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 And then we can, figure out the 2, 4, 6 later.
Right, exactly, when we get 2 more people, so,
We're a third of the way there.
yeah. 2024 budget discussion. So I don't know if anybody's been, going through any of that since our last meeting. You know, I think we had I think we had talked about, you know, the water towers, like that mixer for the one, and then, the pressure reducing valves to get rid of the red tower.
Yep.
We probably wouldn't tear down the red tower, we'd just leave that for a while.
Yep.
Historic site.
It's a landmark, yeah.
Shut up. You know, and I don't know, I'm really wondering, we should talk to Adam possibly, checking in, maybe there's different kinds of lagoon aerators for in town, because it seems like that one just brings up a lot of crap and it plugs up all the time.
You were checking with,
We're already looking into
yeah, he's looking into it already, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think that might be something for the budget also.
Yeah, Eric, and you were working with Eric on that,
Yep, I
correct?
talked to Derek today, and he's still looking into it, he'll have it for next meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Same with the pressure reducing valves and.
Yeah.
other stuff.
right.
That's the only thing I have for, I think, budget, right at
Yeah.
this time anyway.
Yeah, we were looking at that and then trying to figure out, okay, what possible funding sources are there for it? I mean, we were looking at, last year, we thought of maybe increasing water, we didn't. We have sufficient funds in sewer. We were looking, does 1 cent qualify for that, although we wanna use that for some buy down in this, I mean, so we're just looking at, I visited with Adam
Right.
Chelsea and just
Right.
different, but Eric is checking into what we can do, so.
As far as sewer, we've got lots of money.
Right, yeah, that part down there is
Yeah.
okay. I'm talking about, you know, the
Right.
pressure reducing valves
Right.
which fall underwater,
Right.
so.
Do we need to, put dredging of that pond in our budget, or we just take that as sewer and water?
Well, it'd be sewer. not water, so.
Or sewer, I mean.
Yep, depending on what kind of aeration technique we come up with, it might not be an issue, but we're also looking into preventing some non-dispersibles from even coming in anymore with like a grate or whatever. So that's
Yeah.
another part of the stuff we're looking at.
Yep.
Yeah. That would be really handy, getting
Yep.
conveyor or something to, there's a lot of stuff comes through there.
Yep. And a clean out.
One, microphones.
Yes, we need to get a better system in here, like, I think cameras and microphones better. I think that could go in the budget.
So that would be, you'd wanna put that in before the budget meeting then?
Yeah, I'd put it in when it'd be in there before we approve our prelim,
Yep.
if we can get some numbers.
Yep.
Have you looked into any of that anymore?
We've talked.
It depends on how much you want to spend, really. You can get a wide range.
Well, we need something that works. I mean, half the time when you're watching, you can't hear.
And if we go to a podium type thing with this new decorum, then there would be a mic there also, so that the audience would be heard loud
Yeah.
and clear too.
So do you want, like, all of you to have individual microphones that you can turn on and you can turn off?
If you want the best sound quality, that's what you're gonna have to go with.
Right.
Plus you wanna spend a lot of money.
And you said some of them automatically turn on the voice command, right?
Yes, but it'd be better for the overall sound quality if you press the button.
Okay.
Yeah, it probably would be, yeah.
Okay. I remember.
Something we'd mount on the table then, right?
They'd be movable, but, I mean, there'd probably be like suction cups or something that you would keep it in place.
Yeah, then, yeah. But we also need, a camera where you can see who's talking also,
Yep.
so.
Yeah.
Split
You want a
screen.
multi-camera setup
Split
and new
screen, whatever.
microphones. gonna
Well,
go
I
for
think it's important, because it's a record of what's going on.
Just so we have an idea.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else on that?
Do you wanna, set a date for, because we'll have to have the prelim approved before our next commission meeting, so we'll have to
Yes.
set a special meeting date for that. Because we don't meet till August 14th, and it's due to the county August 10th,
Oh,
so we'll have to
We're
have
gonna
it.
need time to work on it. Also, we can't just do it the 13th, because you never get it done.
she has to have it
We
in.
make
Yeah.
changes in.
Yeah, no, I want like, probably still a couple of weeks to make a couple more of these changes and the new funds and stuff that we're,
So you wanna do.
or
it
objects we're adding, just
You
to
wanna
make it more
Do it in
detailed.
July then?
How about the 24th of July? That's 2 weeks from today.
Okay.
Either that or the 31st. That would still give us your 2 weeks. But we might even, we should only need one meeting in there, but we might need two, So why don't we, how would the 24th work, July? Shoot for that?
Okay.
Do we have a calendar, or they gotta check?
Is that 2 weeks?
Evening or
Monday?
morning?
Evening or morning, everyone?
I can
Morning
do-
would work for me, this
Yep,
morning.
I can do either, so.
Yeah, we could do a budget meeting in the morning. Keith, would that work? Jamie?
Morning, probably.
Like 8 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, or sooner, whatever, so.
Yeah, we'll be lucky if Don gets there.
I won't be there.
Why not?
I don't get up until 9:30.
I'll go to bed earlier and then get up earlier.
Yeah, but I'd like to stay up until 2:30.
It's one day, man.
I know, I'll try to make it.
All right, so we will have the preliminary budget meeting scheduled for July 24th at 8 AM.
On a Monday.
Yep.
Oh,
Or you wanna do 8, well, let's do 8.
that's fine.
Huh? We can do 8:30. Go with that.
Let's do 9 o'clock.
Jamie's the one that affects the most, I think. Or maybe you too, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd prefer like early as possible, but that's fine.
Let's do it midnight the day before.
Payroll Monday.
It would work for me.
Yeah.
Is that gonna,
So do you guys want 8, 8:30, you want 8, what time?
8:30, we'll split the difference.
8:30, okay.
Good, I'll be there then.
Cool.
7:20?
Any other discussion on the, budget?
Yeah, there was a thing that we brought up here a couple of years ago. Have we ever thought about, having, jackets or something with, city logos on them for the employees or anything? Have we thought about that in the past?
We've done that like, I think at Christmas one year or something. You're talking just, like, or what? Huh?
No, probably not the budget for something.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a budget item. That would-
I just,
You're talking like, not a heavy coat, just.
no,
a
just
work
something for,
coat, something
yeah,
to wear
work for
work
spring
tomorrow.
or for summer when it gets a little cool out there, whatever.
Something to consider.
I just thought I'd
We're
bring it up.
thinking like, reflective color.
Yeah. Like, I think most of them are yellow now, I believe, yellow.
Well, that's something we can definitely talk about later, you know.
I wanna go with that.
Not a budget, but, you know,
Okay.
but yeah, absolutely. Bring it up. Any other discussion on the budget? Okay. Employee title change.
Okay, when we met as HR, Zach has been underneath Adam as far as running the field and shop and that type of thing. You can help me out here, Keith. So we thought that we would, it would be better to make it official with the title, you know, so that it's recognized as that. So HR is recommending that we promote, which he already is, but promote Zach to Public Works Supervisor. He's Public Works Superintendent. And and give him a 50 cent an hour raise for the extra responsibility, which he's already doing for us, but we're just making it official on that, so. Mr. Happuk, anything you wanna?
I mean, that pretty much covers it. We've had kind of a chain of command like that in the past for this intermediate. We just haven't had it for like a few years, I think.
Yeah.
So.
That way if Adam is gone, and then if Adam's gone, then it goes from Chelsea to Zach and on down, and when Adam's here, it goes Adam and Zach on the way down, so.
Well, I think it's important to have this officially done at the
Yep.
meeting, that
Yep.
way, you know, there's no question about, wow, that
Yep.
they just said something, you know, but-
And both Adam and I have visited with Zach, so he's
Okay.
aware of it, so.
And he's more than willing?
Yep.
Okay.
So I would move that we would do that.
How much of an increase are you talking about?
50 cents, I said, so.
Just like we did before then, right? We had that moved up?
No, there was no increase, was there? I don't think there was.
I don't think we did back then, did we?
Yeah, we moved Matt up over the other gentleman.
I know we put him over in charge.
Right.
I think, well, we might have.
Yeah, we'd have to look back in the minutes, Don, to
Yeah.
see.
Okay.
Yep.
Wondering.
Yeah. Okay, we have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
Further discussion? Tim?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Abby, you're up.
All right, so I did not receive a response from Eric as far as the progress meeting this week, so
That's okay.
we'll have to see here. But you should have all received a copy of the engineer's report. I will just touch on a few items here. Bullet number 3, contractor will be off-site the week of 17th. That is no longer the case. They're going to be in town next week, so you can disregard that.
That's good.
Yeah. Let's see, Eric's first recommendation is approval of change order number 1. Apparently, they had to raise the storm sewer, and there was some additional labor and, expenses.
And
As a result
I am,
of that.
we're aware of that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been discussed. So,
You need a motion for that change order?
yes,
I would so move.
Second.
okay, do we have the, how much was that change order, do you know?
$1,650.
Okay, that's on the list, okay. Further discussion? Tim?
Yes.
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 Yes, okay.
Okay. Then, and incorporating that new change order, Eric had recommended approval of pay app number 1. This includes work for the last 2 months from the contractor.
And that would be for how much?
Oh, let's see. $372,272.11.
Okay, yeah, right there, got it. And everything's been, reviewed by
Correct.
A2S and, okay.
Yep.
So I'll move to, approve the pay application number 1.
Second?
Discussion?
What percentage of the total is that? Is that just a small percentage of the total?
Of the total loan,
Yeah.
or,
10%?
let me look
12%?
here.
It's
Cause I have the
20%.
budget printed out here.
Much more than that.
About 20% of the construction budget, the request number 2 will be at about 18% of the total loan.
Okay.
Other discussion? Tim?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And then my final request for you is the Bank of North Dakota funds request number 2. That incorporates the pay application you just approved, as well as the A2S invoices for the last 2 months. So total request that we'll be putting into Bank of North Dakota is $403,964.10.
10 cents, huh?
Yes.
Wow. Couldn't round that off to $1?
No, sir.
So moved?
Second?
Discussion? Tim?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
All righty.
So,
Larry, your construction meeting has the right date. I think you just wrote Wednesday by mistake.
yeah, I know, I'm just saying,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So, the payment, okay, that's, you have a sheet to sign on that, correct?
Correct. Yep, I'll collect a signature from you and Chelsea.
Before you go?
Correct.
Okay, that's fine. All right, anything else, Abby? Thank you for all your work.
Thanks, Abby.
Oh, do you have an A2S update, by the way?
Everything is going great.
Very good, thank you. No, I think everything's going up there pretty fast, so the project, okay, portfolios, Tim?
No, I've already talked about what we got going on, so.
Jake?
No, I'm good. I already talked to the other 2 guys about them, so.
Okay, so, the annual conference for the League of Cities is coming up. There is an elected official training. It's in the City Scan magazine. It's on September 20th, 2023. If anybody wants to go, the city will pay for you to go. You just have to get a hold of Chelsea.
Or is it in Florida, or?
Yeah, it's in Florida. Okay.
No, it's in Bismarck this year.
Yeah.
If I was in Florida, I'd volunteer.
Everybody gets the City Scan magazine, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you want, I mean, you can look it up there if you want to go. You can go to the whole conference if you want. But it's
Yeah.
basically, you know, the elected official training is that one day from, I think it's like 10 to 4 or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of elected officials that actually sit through the whole training though. There's a
Yeah.
lot of them that, like when I was at our spring training, that go to it as well, so.
It's like 3 days or something, right?
This one, I think it starts, was it that Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday? They
Yeah.
moved the fall one. It used to be Saturday morning, but yeah, I think it starts then,
Yeah.
and it's Thursday and Friday.
But anyway, if anybody wants to, you know, look it over, you want to go, like I said, the city will pay
Yeah.
for you to go. So, you know, you get mileage, you know, I mean, well, they usually feed you there, so.
Yep.
What else? I guess that's all I have. Chelsea?
I really don't have anything.
No?
Not really, just, some work on the boat ramp. Some water got underneath the cement, and we're bringing up a mud jacker to take care of that, and, Game and Fish paying for half, so it's about, our cut will be about 1,500.
Good.
Just to get that fixed up, so.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, Adam, I want to ask you, we usually cut the grass on the median strip on 83.
Yep.
I saw the county out there last week cutting right next to the,
Probably the state.
Probably the
Probably
state.
state.
Yep.
okay, the state. Do they come by and,
It comes by once a year.
do they?
Yep,
Okay, I was just kind of curious.
yep. They usually come by around, well, usually they're here around July, beginning of July, but,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Any other questions? Erica, do you have anything? Any other questions for anybody? Okay, bills?
On this one, I went and got checks. It's, I guess not included in there, it's coming out of that, our construction account that we got, but,
For the Memorial Home?
yeah, so this one will be included to pay, because I got a separate check for the different accounts to secure the, deposit for the flooring. So I will get that sent off as well. I just don't have everything all set up in the accounting yet for that now with
Oh, for,
getting this whole new one set up.
for the Memorial Hall floor project?
Yes,
Yeah. Do we have to approve those checks when they get written or not?
that was my question,
That's what I was
because
wondering.
it's,
It's actually,
We're
we
just-
are actually writing the checks.
yeah,
would
so I
say
think
that's-
to have it for the documentation.
I think we should for documentation purposes, I agree, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Because the funding's coming from the Legion, but it is running through our,
But they're committed to do it.
Yeah.
it's coming through our account, so.
So, do they have a starting date?
Not that I'm aware of.
I suppose they're gonna schedule it after they get the,
Yeah,
Down
nothing
payment.
says on here, it just says what,
When they were in, they mentioned that as soon as that wedding's done, they're gonna start demo.
and what day is that? That's in September?
yeah, the 16th,
Okay.
I think.
And then
Is
that
that-
Monday, he said that they're gonna start demo right away, whether that's gonna happen or not, I don't know.
Okay. All right, we need a motion to pay the bill. Everybody have a chance to review the bills? Any questions on the bills? No questions?
So move.
Second. Tim?
Yes.
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 Yes, next meeting is, the 24th, Monday the 24th, so be over there at 8:30 a.m. With that, meeting adjourned.
Half an hour on that.
Do you want